I'm gonna. Hey, what's up? I see two people in the chat. Diane Johnson. Hey, and then Mason says you. So I'm just putting the link in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, the link is in the description of the channel. I think it's on my homepage. I know that. We are gonna talk about the super. Alright, so if you were here, you can probably assume what we are going to talk about. Nice hat, thank you. You couldn't tell from the overalls, the hat, the mustache. We're talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yesterday, or last night, technically, I saw it with my friend, Mason. He's in the chat, actually. And he's spamming taco emojis. Lovely. So, Super Mario Galaxy movie is getting surprisingly bad reviews, which surprises me, because, let me turn this up a little bit. I enjoyed the Super Mario Galaxy movie, actually. From the trailers that were coming out, it looked really good. I was very excited for it. Fox McCloud being voiced by Glenn Powell, the guy from Twisters. It was looking to be a decent movie. But people are saying that it doesn't have a story. True, but also not true. I mean, with the Mario games, it's usually the same, unless we're talking like Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey. But in stuff like Mario Bros. Wonder, New Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, Super Mario Run, they're basically the same kind of game, with the format of this map that you run around, you go into this red circle, you click it, and then you play through a zone. Then it's the same format. And if you're watching this live, you're looking at me just as Mario talking about this. But if you're watching this afterwards, then I'm going to be overlaying footage of Super Mario Run, which apparently you have to pay for after you play the first 4 levels. Which that had me like, alright, I'm gonna play through this final level for that when it said, what did it say? It said something like purchasement required to level up to the next zones. I was just sitting there like, alright, I guess I'll say my final goodbyes to Mobile Mario. Damn you, Nintendo. Because throughout the past uh, throughout the past couple of years, well, even more than the past couple of years, the past couple of decades, Nintendo has been hogging the money. Like they, I, I'll give it to them. They found a smart way on how to get money, and also how to get basement dwellers to shower. Because Nintendo made fun of their fans a while back. I think it was in when the movie was still being called the Super Mario World movie. There was a leak in summer of 2025, I think, where Luigi and the Mexican skeletons and Yoshi were on Old Spice cans, and people were saying it's fake because the movie was going under the title Super Mario World movie. And yeah, I mean, they could have introduced Yoshi in a different way than Super Mario Galaxy. But it's just another Mario movie. There's not exactly a whole lot you can do. It's up for debate depending on who you're talking to, but to me, there's not a whole lot you can do with a Mario story. I mean, the games is just you're an oddly shaped man running around crushing Goombas and Koopas, or Koopas. It's a deep cut reference. Editor, play the clip. Um, and the objective is the same: save Princess Peach from Bowser. And I'd like to get this out of the way. I believe I've said this in past live streams. If my Nana is still in the chat, my family and my friend Dawson, I'm not sure if he's in the chat right now. Dawson, if you're in the chat, show yourself. We need to talk about the pronunciation of Mario, because for as long as I can remember, my family has been saying Mario. My Nana just sent a waving emoji. Yes, I am aware that you guys say Mario when it has been confirmed to be Mario. Mar. Not Mare. Mar. Mare. Mar. So we just spamming anything in the chat. Gotcha. Okay. If I catch you saying Mario again, I can't really do anything to you. You're my abuelita, so. Yes, we're spamming emojis. Alright, anyways. The Mario Galaxy movie was hype as hell. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I absolutely loved it. I was sitting there in the theater. My friend was sitting next to me on the left. He's the one spamming emojis in the chat. I was dressed exactly how I am right now. I'm sitting there with my 3D glasses and I'm going, let's go. It, hey, cinema, absolute cinema. Now, I gotta praise the voice actors. Huge voice actors. They did an amazing job. Many things that held the first movie back was the cast announcement, like Charlie Day, Chris Pratt, Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen isn't in this movie, but Donkey Kong is. It's not too much spoilers, but when they find Yoshi, he says Yoshi. Don't clip that, please. If I see that clipped. Anyways, it's Yoshi explaining how he ended up here, and it starts where the last movie ended, because at the very end there's a post-credit scene, or end credit scene, which is like a secret ending, where we are in the pipes of Brooklyn underground in the sewers. Sorry, I heard a Brooklyn accent coming out. Love Yoshi. Yoshi is very funny in this movie. There's a scene, I can say this because I revealed it in the trailer. There's a scene where after Bowser Jr. turns Mario and Luigi into baby Mario and Luigi, they go, Toad looks away from them for like 2 seconds, and then they're like wandering off, and then they see a T-Rex. And the T-Rex gets woken up, and Yoshi, he yells at the T-Rex, and he's like, ah! And then the T-Rex, of course they played the Jurassic Park sound effect. T-Rex just roars as loud as he can, and it's like, it's an overused joke, but it's funny because it's Yoshi. Yoshi is a dinosaur. It's funny. It's like the joke where earlier in the first Mario movie, like halfway through, Mario is unknowingly flirting with Peach, and it's like, yeah, come to Brooklyn, I'll buy you a turtle. And then at the end, they shrink Mario with the blue Bowser with the blue mushroom and put him in a jar. And then Mario's like, Caesar, I told you I'd buy you a pet turtle. Yeah, speaking of, Bowser is kind of like a pet for a little bit. Like, the interactions with him and Luigi, it's like, you do not just come in my chat and spam dinosaur emoji, frog emoji, lizard emoji, turtle, snake emoji, angler, dragon emoji, brachiosaurus emoji, fire emoji, to symbolize anyways, your papa is here too. Hi, Papa. It's been like 24 hours since I last seen you. How you been? Okay, now Mason is spamming horse emojis. Anyways, Jack Black's performance is like really good, actually. Like, I don't need to tell you that Jack Black, especially compared to the last video game movie he was in, where it was essentially just Jack Black, you know, like, the difference between his role as Bowser is you can tell that this is Bowser and not Jack Black. But in the Minecraft movie, it's like, oh, yeah, it's Jack Black. And, like, not because of the voice, just because of the way he acted. But Jack Black, he takes the role of Bowser extremely seriously. And it's beautiful. Like, the expectations were, okay, the editor will put it up on screen, but for the people watching this live, there's an internet meme where it's a low-quality picture of a dog crying, but it's like photoshopped to make the dog look sad. And then there's another dog standing 2 feet away from it, and it's like buff, and it's standing up straight, and it's like, yeah, what's up? What you got? And I've seen that used for expectations of Jack Black's Bowser versus how it turned out. CJ, welcome to the chat. I have no idea why you were spamming freaky emojis. Anyways, now we are gonna go into some spoiler territory because that is what I do. I in order to talk about the movie, we need to talk about the movie. Now, we all know from the trailer reaction video I did a long time ago, and the first trailer revealed that Bowser Jr. is in this movie. And in the opening scene, we're introduced to Rosalina, telling the Lumas the story of the Mario Bros. But it's interrupted when Bowser Jr. comes in with this big three-legged tank from the game, heading out now. Cool live. Alright, bye. And I understand if you guys don't want spoilers, so. Oh, excuse me. And he says, and I quote, "From the ashes of his father's defeat rise a new king." And dude, the Bowsers are just spitting bars in these movies. Like, from the ashes of his father's defeat, I am the king of skulls. Like, dude. And my friend Mason, he was sitting there. He said this like on 3 separate occasions. He's sitting there like watching this movie. He's like, and they said this movie was ass. Peak cinema here, guys. Also on the topic of voice actors, Chris Pratt is doing way better. Like, you know it's Chris Pratt, but like you don't know it's Chris Pratt kind of thing. Like, in the back of your mind, there's like only a couple hang on, what? Throughout the movie, there's only a couple of lines where it's like, oh yeah, that's Chris Pratt. And the same cannot be said about Charlie Day, unfortunately. Fortunately, it's still Charlie Day. There's some improvement, but not a lot. But there's this whole thing towards the first half where Bowser is still small, but he's like flipping roles, like he's redeeming himself. Like Mario obviously doesn't trust him, but because Luigi and him are in a book club, I guess, and spend more time together, they Luigi trusts him more. But there's a scene where they're on I think it was Honey Hive Galaxy, the Honey Hive Galaxy. This isn't too much spoilers because we all know in the trailer he gets big again, and then he's like teasing Mario, and then he calls him a failure, and then like because that was like a trigger point in the first movie, he like grabs him off his shoulder and then stomps on him. Then Bowser like picks him up by the shoulders, and I swear to God, kisses him on the face. Like, I had to see this in 3D. And I said in my head, I actually think I said this out loud. It's the wrong kind of fan service, Nintendo. We got Mario x Bowser smooching on the big screen before GTA 6. We got Bowser kissing Mario before Sonic 4. That's something I didn't want to see, but it's something the theater enjoyed. Now, I've mentioned this before. It's usually the theater I go to, it's usually like dead quiet. But like for movies like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Sonic 3, hype level is like through the roof, especially the Minecraft movie. But we don't talk about that. But people were like rioting. It was a genuinely funny movie. I enjoyed it. And Fox McCloud, we gotta talk about him. Yes, he comes out of nowhere, but like this is a movie that feels like it would have come out years ago. Like there's a cliche in a lot of kids movie where it's like this random cool guy, he shows up out of nowhere, he's like, I can get you there because ain't no one got the cartoon balls to drive to that area. My name's whatever the heck. Come with me in my over cool spaceship while I lower dump. You know, like, I can't exactly think of any movies off the top of my head, but I have seen it in other movies. I think it was in the Ratchet and Clank movie. No, no, it wasn't. I just know that it's been in other movies before. But Fox McCloud, he's voiced by Glenn Powell, and it's another fucking thing. Like, what pisses me off about the Mario movies is they hire these A-list celebrities like Jack Black, Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anna Taylor-Joy, Glenn Powell, and you hear these voices in your mind, and you're thinking to yourself, how is that going to sound? But, like, they do little things that make it work. Like, for example, I've only seen Glenn Powell in Twisters and The Running Man. I think Hitman and How to Make a Killing. Which Glenn Powell's popping off. Can I just say that? Glenn Powell's popping off. Can we get a W Glenn in the chat? I better see someone. We starts. Where's my gun? Spam W Glenn in the chat right now. No, this is not the NES Duck Hunt gun. This is a real Licky. Do it. Spam W Glenn in the chat right now. I want to see them W's flying like some birds. Thank you. Like, this man, Glenn Powell, because of The Running Man, his face, his close-up, sweaty, uncomfortable staring face is on the cover of a Stephen King book. Cap? No cap. Look. See? No cap. No cap. Sorry, I had to. Mexican, you look like one of those hillbilly characters you'd see in a horror movie. If I can change your oil, it's gonna cost you about 50 grand, though. I hate having a fragile desk. I moved my chair up, I accidentally hit one of the legs, and then my Chica fell over. Say hi, Chica. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's Chica, and what the fuck? Back to Mario. No, they did tease a, fucking stay on the wall. Stay on the wall. You stay on the wall. They kind of teased a, Fox McCloud movie, or Star Fox movie, which, you bet your ass, I'm gonna be sitting in there. You know, best seats, 3D glasses, opening night, I'm going to see the Star Fox movie starring Glenn Powell. Hell yes. And, dude, when I say this movie is peak, I'm going back into spoiler territory. See my 3D. What? CJ, huh? Oh, god damn. What was I saying? Right, towards, like, I think halfway through the movie, on Honey Hive, in the Honey Hive Galaxy, Bowser, he offers to, do Mario and Luigi's sentence, which is, like, you know, a bunch of work. And, to prove to the Queen that, he can, quote, do the work of 100 men. He flexes his muscles and breaks his whatever it's called. Um, Blush emoji. Can y'all stop flirting in my chat, please? There will be no flirting in my chat. No. We're talking about the Mario movie. No flirting. This is not a flirting opportunity. Skull emoji. Okay, no. If you guys aren't flirting, then please explain to me why you guys are spamming smug emoji, freaky face emoji, blushing heart face emoji. Like, what are we doing here? Anyways, I gotta cut like a lot of the interactions that editor cut a lot of the interactions that we just had with the chat out, because like I want this to be like a relatively decent video. Just save it for like a blooper reel. But I want to go down his punch though. What the? Ah! 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 W costume, that's how the 90s Mario should have looked like. Okay, hey, I've seen the 90s Mario movie. We don't talk about it. If you dare come in my chat, pause. If you dare type in my chat anything to do with the 1993 Mario Bros. Movie, no. Bowser Jr. Now because I have now this is like kind of allow me to let me be clear. Let me like trauma dump for like a couple seconds. Well, technically trauma dump, but because it's like I have daddy issues, or technically did 1980. Was that the bite of 87? Um, the story of Bowser and Bowser Jr. was beautiful. I'm just gonna say it. They didn't really I'm just trying to I'm just trying to explain this wholesome part of the story, and then I see someone type in my chat, "I am black." Stop. You know what? Hang on. Hello? Okay, for some reason I opened another tab, which is not what I wanted to do. Alright, I had to put CJ in a timeout for a minute. Back to what I was saying. The story is Bowser Jr. He he just wants what his father told him. because when he was a baby, Bowser would tell him this puppet story about how him and Bowser were gonna rule the universe. They were gonna make their own planet, Planet Bowser, with a doomsday device that they call Boomsday device. It's a cannon actually, but and with the Boomsday device, they were going to destroy the entire universe and just live their own way. And after Bowser's defeat, Bowser Jr. built it. He inherited the Koopa army and built Planet Bowser. And he captures Princess Rosalina because in order to power the Boomsday device, they need star power. And Rosalina is made of star power. And so he successfully captures Princess Rosalina at the start of the film. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I was like a little surprised. And I was sitting there like, oh, okay. I honestly thought she would have had like, more of a role in the Galaxy movie with like the way she was used in the trailers and marketing and all that. I didn't realize she was the damsel in distress of this movie. Rip. Yeah, another thing is there's sort of like a side plot where Mario has feelings for Peach. And this is like, it's obvious that Mario and Peach are like, they're the video game couple, sort of say. Like, it's just that, cliche kind of thing of, like, in a cartoon kids movie where, Mario is, being anxious about the birthday present, and you can see the birthday present in a lot of the shots in the trailer, so it's not really spoilers. But, it's the umbrella that Peach uses throughout the movie. And, Mario's like, you think she'll like it, Luigi? And, Luigi's like, Mario, do you have feelings for the princess? And then they're just like, you did not just... I'm sitting here, dressed as Mario, on a Thursday afternoon, talking about the new Mario movie, and you come into my chat, and you are mewing with emojis. It's 2026, and you're still mewing. CJ, look at me. Look at my Mexican eyes. Stop it. That shit was like 3 years ago. That shit was dying when the first Mario movie came out. CJ, you're going back on timeout. You're going for 10 minutes. Anyways. I don't know what I was talking about now. Alright, look. Why are you upset? You cannot come into my chat and expect to be mewing. Alright? This is not a brain rot kind of shit. Go do that with the fucking skibbity toilet fuckers, alright? This is not that kind of fucking channel. We're here to talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and that's it. Alright? Fucking damn. Are you serious? Are you serious, my brother? I'm just ignoring chat. I'm I'm straight up ignoring chat. No, a lot of what the reviews are saying is that this doesn't have a story. I'd like to disagree on you there. I mean, I can see where they're coming from. This is sort of like kind of rinse and repeat, but like, let's be honest with ourselves. It's Mario, so like it's fucking Mario. What did you expect? I'm actually gonna check the Rotten Tomatoes scores, and we're gonna read some of the reviews of Rotten Tomatoes here. So I'm gonna pull it up. Rotten Tomatoes. Super Mario Galaxy. Nope, I accidentally clicked on Austin Powers. Why did? All right. Yeah. So as of right now, it's sitting at a 43% critic score and a 91 audience score. See, look at that. That's insane. This this is all this has also happened with the first movie, where but we're gonna read this review. This one is from Jake Wilson in Australia, and he gives it a 2 out of 5, saying, "I can expect Disney princesses as a conversation. I can expect Disney princesses as a convention, but I'm starting to find the royalist royalist propaganda scattered. I'm starting to find the royalist propaganda scattered through the Super Mario Cinematic Universe a little grating." Keith Phillips says 2 out of 5. It's also pretty much as inappropriate as Figan's Wake. For those not locked into its okay. 1 out of 5 from Davis Jenkins. He says, "What's most disappointing is that the raw talent is all there, and every single person involved here can be proud of having made quality, soulful, intelligent work of the past." And then he just goes on to say, anyways, he just goes on to say, like, "Unfortunately, it was wasted with Illumination and Nintendo's attempt at cash grab." But John Liu gives it a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 5. He says, this colorful, scenic space adventure puts gamers first, but does not leave everyone else behind." Marlico Centano gives it a 3 out of 5. He says, an adventure that maintains the intensity, energy, and vibrant of its predecessor, while displaying an undeniable intention to further solidify its connection to the aesthetic of the video games. 4 out of 5 from Thomas Rino. He says, the movie embraces the absurd and bizarre with greater confidence. It's pretty good. This translates to genuinely funny moments and better comedic pace. That was in Spanish. So yeah, it's clear to say this is a good movie. When you look at something like a 43 critic score and a 91 audience score, you're gonna think to yourself, well, is this actually a good movie? But the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I can say that I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I am not the biggest Mario fan. I love it as much as I do with, Sonic, as you can see back there, and FNAF, but I don't know as much, because I can sit here and I can say a lot of the criticisms I've had with the Mario games I've played, like Mario 64, the original Super Mario Bros., Mario Galaxy, Odyssey, Wonder, New Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, there's a repetitive rinse and repeat with these games. For example, if you play New Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, Super Mario Run, which is free on mobile, you can actually go to your App Store and download it for free right now, and New Super Mario Bros. U on the NES, or no, Nintendo Switch, sorry, you'll notice that it's the same thing throughout the entire game. It's just interesting. But yeah, no, now the end credit scenes, the Cat's been talking about end credit scenes, so we're gonna talk about that one. The first end credit scene, we're gonna talk about the ending. So the ending is Mario. Sorry, I need to catch my train of thought really quickly. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi fight off against Bowser and Jr. I'll be calling him Bowser Jr. from now on, because that's what Bowser calls him in the movie. They're fighting, and it's a really cool scene. They get power-ups, and there is another cliche, but it's a fucking kids movie. Come on, where Yoshi, he says in a serious tone, Yoshi, not like that. He says it more like Yoshi. And they have power-ups. Now, on the thumbnail of this live stream, you'll notice I used the poster of him doing the iconic spin move. I don't know exactly what it's called, because, like I said, I'm not the biggest Mario fan. He's doing like this spin move. It's marketed on many, pretty much a lot of things. But he only does it once, and that's in this final battle. CJ, I swear to God, if you and Mason start flirting in my chat again, I'm going to put both of you on a timeout again for 30 minutes. You sounded Asian when you did that Yoshi impression. I'm going to put you on a timeout. Okay. Oh, they left. Never mind. Yeah. So there's a scene where Peach and Mario, they're like I can't exactly remember how they got here, cause no, but Peach and Mario, they fall in this like pit, and there's this obstacle course there, and Bowser Jr. he's like um messing with all these obstacle course. He's like controlling the obstacles and shit, and then like on the screen you can see it's like he's playing the original NES games. They use the sprites, and it's a really cool reference. But you know, Mario and Peach, um, being Mario and Peach, they get out of it alive and unscathed. And Bowser, being the greatest dad in cinematic history, tells his boy, "I won't let them take this away from you." So right as they're about to get to the top castle with the Boomsday device and get Rosalina out of there, Bowser shows up on the bridge holding two axes. And Mario says, "Bowser, it didn't have to be this way. There's still good in you." And Bowser has taken all the good that Peach and Luigi have helped him work throughout the events after the first movie, leading to this movie. He's taken all of that away just for his son. So he has these axes and he's throwing them at Mario and Peach. And Mario, he grabs one of the axes. And if you've played a Mario game, you should know what happens. In the YouTube video, I'm going to be showing gameplay of this, because this is actually like a really fucking good reference. But in the original Mario NES Mario game, you can see in this Mario game how you defeat Bowser, and also in Super Mario Run, is you're on a bridge and Bowser is attacking you, and there's an axe, and you have to hit the bridge with an axe for him to fall. Now, it's easier to reveal the Goomba, but when I saw that on the screen, I was like, "Let's go!" Uh, but Bowser, he falls into the lava, and Bowser Jr., he comes running out. He's like devastated, and then he comes out of the lava. Skeleton Bowser. He's a skeleton now. He emerges talking about, "I am the king of skulls." Dude, this was amazing. So then they start chasing Mario and Peach, and then Mario lets Peach go in the castle to free Rosalina. And then they get Luigi and Yoshi catch up with them for some power-ups. They surprisingly, like, I'm actually saying this, Mario, Yoshi, and Luigi, they surprisingly get their shit rocked. Like, surprisingly. And then they get these power-ups, and Yoshi, he's just bubble. And Luigi, he has these, like, these cloud power-up that he's using as shields. And yeah. And Skeleton Bowser, he gets like shattered, and he's just a bunch of separate parts. And then they free Rosalina. Well, Peach frees Rosalina, and with their star power, they put beautiful grass and stuff on the planet, and they're defeated. And then once Bowser is put all back together by Junior, they get thrown in a prison. Now, the post-credit scene, in the middle, it shows Fox McCloud saying goodbye to a Toad. It's not Toad, voiced by if you get the reference, you get the reference. The explanation will be on the TV screen in the YouTube video. But the Toad asks, "Well, where are you going, Mr. Cloud?" And he says, "Well, I'm going back home." So then he drives off, and then there's a prison, and we see Bowser Jr. is digging, saying no prison could contain us, and then we hear a what's this called? What's the it's a club that police officers hold. I'm just gonna call it a club. He's holding the club, banging it against the rails, and it's revealed that this guard is the crazy Luma from the first Mario movie. Now this next post-credit scene, there's this Gateway Galaxy, which is like an airport kind of thing, where there's this monkey character called Ochichi, and he uses his cuteness to rob Toad. He's like, "Ochichi is lost. Can you help Ochichi find his friends?" And then Toad's like, "Oh my god, he's so fucking cute. We gotta help him, Peach." And then that's when he strikes. So he uses his cuteness for evil. And we get another scene of him doing that same thing, but he doesn't get away really quickly. He gets punched in the face. Can you guess who he gets punched in the face by? Now, people in chat, I want you to guess who he gets punched in the face by. Which Mario character punches Ochichi in the face after robbing one of these background characters? Bowser. What? Okay, someone typed Sonic. As much as I would like that to be true, it wasn't Sonic. Rosalina? No. Bob. No. It was not Bob. I don't even know who you're talking about. You mean the little green ball guy? The green guy? He did have a cameo in this movie. But I don't think Bob is his actual name. That's just the SMG4 name for him. No, the answer is Daisy. Daisy punches him in the face. And I actually can't remember if she... Hang on, I gotta familiarize myself with this really quickly. Mario Galaxy movie. Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't say anything. But, the, who typed you, question mark? Are you asking if I was the guy who punched Ochichi in the face at the end of the Super Mario Galaxy movie post-credit scene? Because if that's what you're implying, no. I didn't get to punch Ochichi in the face, unfortunately. Clip that. Sure. Go ahead, god damn it. Anyways, the guy gets, they get their, they thank Daisy, and, they say, "Thank you, Your Highness." And Daisy just winks at the camera. Just, full on cinematic music, just. Like, oh, God. Fucking damn it. But, I had a good time with this. This was a genuinely funny movie. Surprising. I need to adjust myself because, like, I have a bin of, cords and stuff under my desk, and it's just, like, poking my fucking knees, and I just keep having to readjust myself. The Super Mario Galaxy movie, some fans are divided. Like, some fans are saying it's disappointing, it's, now they did say, there was a review that I saw that I do agree with. They said, it was too soon for a Mario Galaxy movie, for all these characters. And, I agree with that. The Mario Galaxy movie is only the second Mario movie. Well, technically third, but remember, we don't talk about the 1990, right? And they were saying, like, Yoshi, for example, they could have introduced him in a very different way. They could have introduced him in a, like, I'm just going to be throwing around titles that, were, where people were thinking would have worked better than the Super Mario Galaxy movie. They were saying stuff like the Super Mario World movie, Super Mario Bros., the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, a movie based off Mario Bros. 3. What else was there? The Super Mario Odyssey movie. Like, yeah, and some people are saying it doesn't feel like a Galaxy movie, which I don't, like, they said it only feels like they called it the Super Mario Galaxy movie because they're in space, which isn't true, but, like, there's Yoshi and a lot of, like, references, not like in your face references like the first movie, but, like, kind of like that, like Bob. I mentioned editor, put him up on screen. This little guy. Daisy at the end, Fox McCloud. Also, Fox McCloud explains his origin story in this anime sort of style thing. So, either we're gonna get a 3D animated Star Fox movie made by Illumination, or like an anime style thing. Either way, I honestly prefer the 3D one. All roads point to Smash. Oh, what they there's also a cameo that I didn't think would happen. Um, what's Hang on. Little phone guys. Yes. No, not ears. Yeah, Leafling. The Leaflings. They had a cameo in this movie, which I found very interesting to see the fucking Leaflings in the Mario Galaxy movie. So what do I recommend the Mario Galaxy movie? Honestly, yes, I do. It's if you're a fan of animated films and comedy, you most likely will like this movie, depending on your sense of humor. Um, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I love this movie, and my opinion might actually change later on because I was looking back on some of my reviews. For example, Jurassic World Rebirth. I praised the hell out of it when it first came out, but now, as of today, I think of it as just like, yeah, that exists. That that happened. It, it's not bad, but not good. You know, I like it, but not a lot. Not a lot. And FNAF 2. I also kind of praised it, but yeah. All right. We're gonna do this YouTube section now. So I'm gonna drink some water and then use the bathroom because I'm getting thirsty.